is a very nice poem, and this sort of curiosities they come in our mind too. So the name of the poem is "Where Do All the Teachers Go?" Written by Peter Dixon. So it is also said that this sort of curiosities they are quite common in a child's mind. And what are all these curiosities? Let us read. For a little child, a teacher is special. So, do you consider your teachers special? I don't think so. It is difficult for a small child to think of his or her teacher as an ordinary person. I think you people, I hope you people think that our teachers, that means your teachers, they are aliens. Where do all the teachers go when it's 4 o'clock? Do they live in houses? And do they wash their socks? So after the school gets over, that means after 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock is the time for the school to get over. You cannot match it with yours because yours timing is different. So according to this poet, the time for the school to get over is 4 o'clock. And after 4 o'clock, where do all the teachers go? Do they live in houses or they live in open air, under the sky, or on treetops, or in dens or in caves? Where do they live? Where do they reside? And do they wash their socks? This washing of socks is a very trivial work. That means a very petty job. So teachers, they engage themselves in this type of petty jobs or these trivial works. Do they wear pajamas and do they watch TV and do they pick their noses the same as you and me? So this wearing of pajamas, the teachers, every time whenever we can find them or see them in the school, we can see that, or we can find that they are properly dressed, they are in their formal dress, and they always try to maintain a dress code. So after the school is over, do they wear pajamas? Which is quite informal. And watching of TV, it is actually the work of children, and that's why every time they get scolded from their parents and even from their teachers, that every time you watch TV. So the teachers, they watch TV, and do they pick their noses the same as you and me? Now don't take it otherwise. Sometimes it becomes quite necessary to just clean the nostrils using your fingers only, and that is quite different from the matter of picking. The picking of nose is actually a habit, a very bad habit, but cleaning of the nostrils, sometimes it is necessary, because might be you are feeling some sort of sensation over there or some sort of irritation over there, or you are feeling like rubbing that portion because of cold or because of some allergy might be, or might be something has just stuck over there, or you are feeling that your nostrils are blocked. At that time you definitely need to clean your nostrils. Now every time it is not possible to just go to the washroom and clean, especially when you are taking that means you are present in the classroom, or you are appearing for your exam, or you are there outside your house. At that time it is not possible for go to the washroom. For that means it becomes quite problematic to go to the washroom and clean the nostrils, and at that time we have to use our fingers only to clean our nostrils. But remember, that is quite different from that picking of nose, which is actually a very bad habit. Okay. The third stanza. Do they live with other people? Have they moms and dads? And were they ever children? And were they ever bad? So with whom they live? They're having family members, they're having their parents, and were they ever children, or they have just directly dropped from the sky in this adult age? That means a teacher can become a teacher only after crossing the age of 18, and must be at least 24 years old or 23 years old to become a teacher. That means the teacher must attain the age of 23 or 24 to become a teacher actually. So all these questions, they are just hovering in the brain of the child. And did they ever, never spell right? Did they ever make mistakes? So if that means during their childhood days, the teachers, they have never spelled any spelling wrong, or they didn't make any mistakes. These questions are also coming in the mind of the child, that the teachers, they have never misspelled as spelling, or the teachers, they have never made mistakes in their life. Were they punished in the corner if they pinched the chocolate flakes? Many a times when our parents, they are packing for us some tasty tiffin, or our friends, they are giving us the chocolates for our this one, this happy birthday might be. That's why we are getting chocolates from our friends. At that time, we feel such that our fingers, they just force us, and our every time our that means in our mind we feel the we can hear the voice, "Are, taste it, no problem is there." So the teachers, they had never done all this type of things, and for doing this they didn't get any punishment. Did they ever lose their hymn books? Did they ever leave their greens? So they have never lost their prayer books in their life. And when the bell has rung, because the tiffin period is over now and you have to return back to the class, the teachers, they used to come back to the classroom, leaving the green fields. Did they scribble on the desktops? So meaning of scribble is to write or draw something carelessly on something. That means to draw or write something carelessly or in a hurried manner, that is scribble. So the teachers, they didn't have the habit of scribbling. Did they wear old dirty jeans? They used to wear the old dirty jeans, or they always used to wear the clean uniform and clean dress. Now the child has just taken one decision. That means what the child has decided, I'll follow one back home today. I'll find out what they do. So the child has resolved that today the child will follow one teacher and will find out where the teacher lives. That means the dwelling place of a teacher, the residence of a teacher, and what are the activities the teachers, they do after the school is over. Whether they behave like ordinary human beings, or they are some extraordinary creatures, they have come from some alien world and they behave in some different manner. Then I'll put it in a poem. That means I will write them in such a manner that it will become a poem. And what will happen after that? What will happen after that? That they can read to you. So one day my poem, it will become quite famous, and these teachers only, they will read they will read that particular poem of mine to you. They will explain the lines from my poem to you. Okay children, so with this we have completed this poem, and some notice you can see. That means some messages you are receiving regarding this trial assessment that I can see from here. So you will go through all these messages, and remember from this time onwards, that means from starting from this poem, I will dictate the answers to you. Okay, so just wait. If you are having any query or problem regarding this poem, you can ask me right now. Okay.